Hey, today I'm going to be doing a lot of different chest exercises, okay? Some of those will hopefully be to help you build a strong, maybe massive chest, and some of those are just to stay fit. So no matter where you fall on that spectrum, please stay tuned, watch, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I maybe make a video here and there, now and again, okay? And let's get to it. Thank you. Okay, so like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, as quickly as I can, go through a lot of different chest exercises. I'm going to probably like use maybe no weight at all, okay? And I'll just try to do a few maybe demonstrations, okay? 3 reps, something like that. That's what I'll shoot for, okay, with all these different ones. And I'll go through each one and I'll tell you which one I'm doing. And then you can see for yourself whether or not those are exercises that you can do because you have that equipment at home, or you have that at the gym, or maybe some of these other exercises that you do at home anyways, and see if some of those appeal to you from the standpoint of like, yes, I want to try to incorporate that so that I can get bigger and stronger, or maybe from the standpoint of like, yeah, I just want to stay toned and fit and feel good about myself. Okay, so we're going to start off today, and I'm going to start off with the incline bench press. Okay, here I'm on my incline. I like to have my bench as lower down as possible with an incline, not super high, maybe 30 degrees if I can. Okay, you use whatever grip you like, and I'm just going to do a few with the bar here to show. Some people like to keep their elbows out and come down, come up high. Some people come down a little lower, keep the elbows turned in. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. This I would include in the section that I would consider you're trying to create larger size or more mass in your chest. So just really quick, I'll just do a few of these right here. All right, I bring it down, and also one of the things, I'm trying to squeeze my chest together. All right, that's what I'm trying to pretend I'm doing. And I just do there. There's a few. There's a few for an example. Put it back up on there, and that's it. That's number 1. Okay, so now number 2, and it's going to be an incline dumbbell press. Okay, these are dumbbells. You can load them up with whatever, but again, I'm just going to do these by themselves with nothing on here. Okay, same kind of idea. For me, lay back, the bench in the same position. I kind of take this neutral grip, and some people will say, oh, come up, push the bars together, okay, until they touch. And some people will say, no, don't do that because there's nothing going on up here once you touch them. Okay, so that's again up to you what you want to do. Okay, so I like to do those. I like to bring them up, try to work on squeezing my chest together and feel as though I'm squeezing it the whole time, and that's it. On to the next one. Okay, here we are, the next one. Again, still on the incline, but this time it's going to be in the incline fly. And here's my gigantic dumbbells that I'm going to be using. Actually, when you're doing flies and you do a wider stretch, you don't want to go heavy, okay, because apparently there's a risk of getting injured with that, all right? So again, there'll be some argumentation here. Arms straight, arms slightly bent, how far the elbows going down. I try not to go maybe past a horizontal line with my body, with my elbows, and I don't try to go totally straight armed. My shoulders don't like that anyways, okay? But I will just go ahead and demonstrate a few, and these are just take really slowly, and just focus on it. And this fits for, you know, the dumbbell press, I'd say, is another good one for getting some big, strong one. I think that's really good. I like it more than the barbell, actually. This is, hey, you're working your chest and you're getting some exercise in there. And this one could fall into the category of like, you know, maybe not so much you're trying to build giant mass, but you're just trying to stay fit and keep your chest feeling good. Okay, so I'll do a quick one on this one. Again, I go back. I start at the top, and I start to bend them out. Just like I'm trying to maybe hug a gigantic bear or a giant tree, a very, very big redwood tree, one of those giant ones. Okay, and there's 3 examples of that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, since I'm already on the bench, I might as well lie down, take a breather. No, I'm not. I'm going to do a flat bench with the barbell right here. Pretty much your basic standard one. This is the go-to for building the mass in the chest. Just quick one. Hey, some people bring it down in the middle. Some people bring it up a little higher. Some people bring it down a little bit lower. Again, hand position, arm position. What is your shoulder like? Kind of up to you. Search it, figure it out. This one I'd put in the category of like, hey, I'm trying to get bigger and stronger. Some people don't respond well in the chest with this exercise. I think I'm one of those people, but I'm going to do it anyways. So here I go. Just going to try to do a quick few. Bring it down, nice and slow and controlled. Squeeze,
Keep that tension in the chest. Okay, one more time. And then that's it. Time for the next exercise. Oh, now I magically have these again. Okay, same thing. This time I'm on a flat bench and I'm going to do a dumbbell press. Again, I like to keep my elbows a little bit more in, and I come up and I try to keep the tension on my chest. 1, 2, 3. I think the dumbbell chest press is my favorite. And I think if you try to go heavy and you want to get big, grow some mass, the dumbbell is my favorite. And also, if you just stay light and you just do a lot of reps to stay fit. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, now I got my giant dumbbells because I'm going to do flat bench flies. Same aspect as far as the incline, except just a different plane of action here. Incline, more upper, getting more of an upper chest area, and the flat bench, more of the mid-chest region, okay? Depending on how you place things and how you're squeezing, you can tweak that stuff. So same premise, I start at the top, together, I come down until I hit my points here. 1, there's 1, squeeze in the chest, 2, 3. Okay, next exercise. Okay, now magically on the ground. Okay, why? Because there's a lot of things we can do down here, push-up wise. All right, a lot of push-ups, wide push-ups, diamond push-ups, regular push-ups, one-arm push-ups, clap push-ups. There's a ton of push-ups. This falls into the category of like, are you going to get gigantically massive? Probably not. Can you get a nice fit toned chest? Certainly you can. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick one, which is the variation of a diamond push-up. Okay, so you just make like a little diamond triangle, whatever, I don't know. Okay, and because this one shifts a little bit more inside, makes a little bit more try. The regular one's fine, etc. Again, I got shoulder problems, especially this right arm. Okay, so I'll try to do 3. Honestly, don't even know if I can do 3. Okay, but let's see what we can do here. All right, I'm gonna do them with my legs out. Okay. Oh boy, that's 1. Oh, yeah, that's 2. Okay, that's 3. Okay, did those. That was with the leg out, fully extended. Another way you can do them, just stay on your knees. Okay, don't be embarrassed. Don't feel bad if you can't do it with your legs and your body straight. Okay, just get on your knees a little bit, set them back. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna do the diamond style. Okay, I'm gonna go down. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This helps it be a little bit easier. Work your way up. Same with the wide grip. Same premise. Do the wide out here. I'm not going to be doing any clapping ones. Forget that. Okay? That's another exercise. All right. Let's see what's next. And yes, of course, there's just standard push-up, well, no, not anyone. Okay. You can give it a try if it works for you. Again, straight-legged or from your knees until you build up and you start to feel better with it. This is an exercise that you just start trying to shoot for. I got 1. Next time I'm gonna go for 2, and I'm gonna go for 3. All these different exercises have different routines for me. Some of these are set where I'm gonna work with the same weight for, let's see, 3 sets. Okay, some of these I'll maybe do descending reps with increasing weights, depending on which one it is. This would be an exercise in which I'd probably be going for reps. How many reps can I do before I can't do anymore? All right, but quick demonstration. I hope I can do these 3 of them. All right, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, dips. Nobody's favorite. I don't know if that's true. I'm sure somebody loves to do dips. Not me, okay? This is very difficult, very challenging, all right? This is almost like when you start to try to do pull-ups. It's very daunting to get going on this, okay? And especially if you don't have something like this. Having something like this to where you can do some dips on, you may not have, okay? So you may not be able to do this at home in your own space. There's other things you can do that are maybe kind of similar. I have a push-up variation I'll go to that I'll show that helps me. It's kind of like this. Okay, so if you got the gym you can go to, that's great.
I prefer something that's a closer in so my shoulders aren't out. I think when they're way out here, that's just brutal on the shoulders. Again, my shoulders do not like doing exercises like this. I will try to do 3 of these, and if I do, that'll be super awesome. All right, so just as a quick demonstration, I'm gonna stand here. Hopefully I won't go that far out of view. 1, you wanna push all the way up. 2, okay, 3. Now, if you can set this up somewhere to where right here for me, I can actually step on the ground if I wanted to, okay, to help myself do that, okay? And that's a good way to start by giving yourself a little cheat, maybe using a band or something like that to do some dips, which again, some people will say, hey, that's really good. It's supposed to be the very lower end of the pectoral muscles. Some people say, that doesn't do anything. Okay, so it's something you do, you feel, do you like it? Does it match for you? This is probably more so when I'm trying to get bigger and stronger, but to be fair, you know, I think it counts as trying to stay toned and well balanced also. Let's go to the next exercise. Okay, so like I said, with the dip piece, this is that other thing I was talking about. I've set things up here, so I have this barbell, I sit on the bench. I did this in an old chest video I did when I first started. I put my knees on here, kind of like a cheat push-up, and I try to let my back just relax. Okay, so I'm carrying all the weight on my top half, and this is almost like doing a dip, but in a softer angle, and I'm just using my body weight again, okay? So I'll demonstrate real quick. Get on here. Again, I try to relax my back, and I try to come down in an angle, push myself up this way, okay? So, I don't know, I think that's 3, okay? All right, let's go on to the next exercise. Okay, so look, I'm going handheld for a second, all right? Because the next category is gonna have to do with bands. Okay, if you don't have any bands, then you can get some, right? Those are something that's easy, and maybe you can set that up at home, or if not, you go to a gym, then you have the advantage of maybe using some cables, doing some cable crossovers, cross push downs, all these different ones to get the same area. I don't have those big fancy machines, so I'm just gonna grab a cheapy little band here and demonstrate a few different angles and directions in which you can use a band, again, to try to use your chest muscle. And this would be good for fitness stuff or, you know, refinement, or just getting some exercise in there, okay? Yeah, maybe you're not gonna grab a band and do a bunch of band exercises and get a gigantic chest, okay? So, I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody has, but I'm going to start with one of these demonstrations, and that means I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to have it kind of far away, okay? And you'll have to just survive, right? Because I don't have a little camera person running around with me. And so I'll set it up, and I'll demonstrate the different ones, and I'll call them out to you. All right, let's get it going. Okay, so here I am. I'm standing, and I have a band in my hand, and I hope you can see. All right, and for this first one, it's just going to be about me trying to keep my chest tight. I like to put my hand here so I can see, oh, am I using my chest? Yes, it's working, okay. And I just come across, okay, how far you come across is up to you. Some people go really across, okay, some people kind of don't, and then some people go in the middle, okay. I guess it depends on how I'm feeling, where I'm gonna go with that, okay? That's one. The difference in this is I've attached the band lower, okay? Earlier I had it attached kind of same with my arm, okay? And now this one's lower, right? So same principle, I'll be pulling up from the bottom, pulling up and across my chest, okay? That's another one you can do. Okay, now you change the angle up high, and then what you'd be doing is you'd be pulling down, okay, across your chest. All right, hopefully you get the same idea. All right. Okay, so as a final review on a lot of these different exercises, let me give you an idea of basically what I would normally do. I don't do all of these all the time. Okay, these are just a number of different chest exercises I like for different reasons that help me in different ways, whether maybe sometimes I like it or not, okay? So if I'm starting with the incline bench, if you remember that, flat with the barbell, okay? Incline bench, I do a 12, 10, 8, 6, 4. So I'm just doing descending reps, and each time my goal is to add 5 pounds to whatever weight I'm trying to do. If I get to a place where I can do that successfully, maybe twice, sometimes once, depending on how I'm feeling, the next time I reset. Okay, so instead of starting at, you know, as an example, 100 pounds, then the next time I start at 105, and I keep going up there. Okay, when I do the incline bench dumbbell press, okay, if I was following with that,
again, I like that one from the standpoint of getting a good muscle connection and trying to go for size. So I do a 10-8-6, and that one again, I add 5 pounds each time. Okay, when I do the incline bench dumbbell fly, that's a 3 set of 10 with the same weight. Okay, and clearly until I feel like, okay, that's really easy for me, then I will increase the weight. Okay, but again, that's one of those ones where you're really just trying to, like, it's almost kind of isometric, where you're just trying to squeeze your chest the whole time. Okay, as far as a diamond push-up, again, you could shoot for 3 sets, up to 30 reps at some point. If you get to the point where you're doing a lot of push-ups and you're able to do 100 plus push-ups, right, that's when it gets really challenging to continue to kind of have that sort of overloading aspect. But of course, I think they believe they sell weighted vests and things like that, right, to try to, like, add some weight to you. Okay, so it gets a little more difficult. I'll go ahead and comment on the regular push-up, right? It would be in that same category as well. All right, the bench push-up that I do, that one there, currently I actually do 3 sets of 30 on that. I'm gonna have to try to figure out where I'm gonna go with that one. All right, flat bench again goes back to, again, being flat with the barbell. And that's, again, another descending one, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and add 5 pounds each time. And when you feel like you're ready to progress, add another 5 pounds, reset, and keep progressing that way. And then I go to a flat bench dumbbell press. Okay, that's a 10, 8, 6. Again, I'm going to be trying to add 5 pounds each time. If it's a flat bench fly, same rules apply as the incline. I'm going to stay at 3 by 10. Until it maybe feels really, too easy perhaps. And then maybe I'll add up a little bit, but it's not going to be big giant jumps of weight. Any of the band exercises, right? I have another set of bands that make it more difficult than the one I used. And I try to go there, and that's a range issue as well. For me, typically, if I end up having to do something and it hits 30, I'm not exactly thrilled with that. But I'm actually kind of doing both anyways, right? I'm trying to do a little bit of, like, yeah, I still want to gain some mass, but I want to stay fit and toned. So I don't know, that's all up to you, and everybody has their special ideas on all of that. Okay, so I think I covered all the different types of chest exercises that I currently may or may not do. Okay, I try to kind of pick, okay, here's 3 I'm going to be working on, and maybe at various times, depending, I may, throw somebody else in there and kind of mix it up and do something a little bit different like that. Okay, so there's a bunch of chest exercises for you that I hope you'll try out, give a go, explore, experiment with. Maybe some of them you do, some of them you can do at home. I didn't even get to some of the stuff here with the dumbbells, right? You can do those at home. You can lay on the floor. You don't need a bench to do some of that. I actually like doing dumbbells from the floor. If I didn't have to lay on cement that was often very cold, I'd probably do more of that. But hey, if you can get some little 10-pound dumbbells in the comfort of your own home and lay on some carpet or something, that works really well too. Okay, so hey, stay tuned. I'll keep trying to work on some other things. I'm going to review a bunch of different pieces. This was a piece out of the push section, all right, and I'll maybe pull out some more push items, and then maybe I'll work on some pull and some legs and see if that sounds fun or interesting. If it helps you learn something, or at least get you going. Okay, so if I'm here and you're still here and you're still watching this, you're awesome. Thank you very much, and go get it. All right, thank you.